Lessons from the story of the jar of wisdom in life. This story is about a man who travels in the desert carrying the jar of wisdom of life. The man is searching for a place to hide the jar so that no one else can find it and steal it. He faces a problem in finding a suitable place to hide the jar, and is forced to search for a long time until he finds a cave in the mountain. He decides to hide the jar inside the cave, the mountain, and decides to hide the jar inside it. He takes great care to place the jar in a safe and suitable location so that the wisdom of life it carries can be preserved, and not easily found by anyone else. After placing the jar in the right spot, the man leaves the cave and continues his journey in the desert. After a few days, the man returns to the area where he had hidden the jar, but he is surprised to find it shattered on the ground. The man feels shocked and saddened by the loss of the jar that carried the wisdom of life, and wonders who could have destroyed it. He feels frustrated because he had carried the jar with care and caution, but it had only lasted for a short time before it was shattered, making him feel like his efforts were in vain. The man feels puzzled and wonders about the reason behind destroying the precious jar. He wonders who could have done such a thing and why, especially since the jar carries valuable wisdom of life that can change a person's life. He also feels worried about what the person who destroyed the jar might do now, and what consequences might result from this action. The man searches for answers about the reason behind this act and the message it carries. Suddenly, the man hears a voice coming from the shattered jar that explains to him the reason behind its destruction. The man understands that the jar was carried with caution before being placed in the cave, but when he returned this time, he carried it recklessly and without respect for its value. The man feels regretful that he did not handle the jar in the proper way, and as a result, it was shattered and lost its valuable wisdom. The man now realizes that life must be handled with care and respect, and that we must appreciate precious things before it's too late. With this voice, the important message is delivered to the man and to all who listen to this story. The message and lesson of this story is that life is a continuous journey, and we must learn to benefit from the good and difficult times we go through. Precious things in life must be handled with care and respect, and we should not take them for granted or handle them in an inappropriate way. These things may not be available to us again, and they can easily shatter if we do not handle them with caution and respect. Therefore, we must think carefully and take responsibility for how we handle things and the decisions we make in life, and learn from our mistakes to improve our lives in the future.